Hello everyone and welcome to the last midweek analysis video for the year of 2023 on this channel. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly share the video. And as usual, let's now begin analyzing the EURUSD. So what we can do next with the remaining days, actually guys, the market has just opened. Yesterday it was opened, but slightly because most of the pairs actually were on holiday. However, today is the market is actually fully activated, and I think it's gonna gain now some liquidity after being closed for several days, at least 4 days. Now, I think many of the pairs now are going to continue the rise. So therefore, we will be considering buying many pairs against the USD dollar. So now, for the EURUSD, guys, as we can see, the signal from the weekly analysis hasn't been triggered, but at least the market has went actually in the predicted direction. So it was actually a good signal, but of course hasn't been activated. Now, what we can do next with this pair? Well, let me just tell you something. Again, we will continue buying the EURUSD. By looking right now at the daily chart, this price action right here, which has appeared recently, is actually a promising price action for the continuation on in the rise. Because if we draw here the resistance zone, let me just show it to you. So here we do have, of course, a resistance zone, as you can see, and the market has actually been ranging inside of this resistance zone. Recently, we had here also another wick inside of this zone. However, the next candle finally has made a bullish breakout from that zone. So that means that most likely right now, the next candle is going to be also retesting this level of a previous support. And after that, the EURUSD is going to continue the rise. This blue candle right here, this bullish blue candle, is actually a good confirmation for this. So therefore, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, we will actually consider buying the EURUSD after it fall to another 23 pips, retesting the same level of the lowest level of the real support, and of course a broken level of a resistance. And after that, the EURUSD most likely it will continue the rise till it reach the nearest resistance at 1.11075, targeting at least almost 90 pips of profit, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than the previous level of a nearest support for about 37 pips only. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so pound USD, guys, if you remember, I have actually drawn this level of a support trend line, connecting, of course, those levels of support trend lines, and we have said that there is here a fake breakout from that level, and here another fake breakout. Now, pay attention. The market actually kept respecting the same level of support trend line that I have drawn on the last Saturday or the last weekly analysis video. As you can see, the reversal has occurred exactly right there. So that's a good sign. It means that the market is indeed rising and actually respecting those levels. So let's just continue with this level of support trend line just to make it accurate, just like that. And of course, we have to adjust now the buy level. Now, most likely, guys, we have to continue trading the bounces. So therefore, I would highly recommend to buy the pound USD exactly right here at the nearest level of a previous resistance at 1.27118, as you can see, exactly just like this. I mean, this signal just need to be modified, and that's all. We will just edit it like that. And just moving to the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, this was right here, of course, the nearest level to that level of a previous bullish breakout candle. So most likely the pound USD will continue the fall to reach this level. And as you can see right here, this candle representing already support number 1. So we will consider buying the pound USD at the second attempt of the support. After that, the market most likely will continue the rise. So therefore, waiting for this pair to fall to another 18 pips, keeping the same take profit level of 81 pips of profit, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging. Actually, I want to reduce this safe zone to be just like this, little bit lower than the previous level of a support. Exactly. We don't need more than that because we are mainly relying on this level of support trend line. So we don't actually need to make the safe zone bigger than that. If the market will be able to reach the edge of the safe zone, it means that this level, or actually, sorry, this setup is most likely not valid anymore. So therefore, the safe zone will be ranging only for 42 pips. This is going to be our take profit level, and let me just write for you. The buy is going to be at 1.27118. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the USD, sorry, the AUD USD. Well, As you can see, unfortunately, AUDUSD signal is not going well. So far it's actually failing and going in about 22 pips against our direction. I don't know what we can do about this one. I mean, it has already failed in my opinion. I think selling right here is not an option anymore, for one reason, of course. Let me just delete the old signal, because our previous analysis was relying actually on respecting that level of a resistance, as we can see right here at 0.68189. However, the market has indeed made a bullish breakout from that level of a resistance, so this resistance is most likely not going to be respected. However, if we look carefully right now, we are having here, of course, based on the daily chart, the nearest level of a strong key support level. There, in my opinion, is going to be actually a better idea to buy the AUDUSD. Let's just wait for this pair to fall to another 20 pips at least before we can proceed to buy it, relying of course on this level of a previous key support, which has already become a key resistance as well. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, our take profit this time can actually be placed just right here at the highest level of a nearest resistance at 0.68907, targeting at least 80 pips of profit, and the safe zone that shouldn't also be ranging lower than the previous level of a key support at 0.67756, ranging for about 37 pips. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Unfortunately, also USDCAD has failed, guys. I mean, we are doing here the best we can, of course. Sometimes, of course, our signals fails, but thankfully also many more times actually our signals work very well and runs in the or actually going in the predicted direction. Of course, not every single time it's gonna happen, especially knowing that December is really a brutal month for the traders. However, I believe it's still in Xtreme trader, we are still able actually to trade during December. I personally didn't have any problems. I have to admit also that my trading, the loss ratio, actually the loss rate was a little bit increased, but I mean, it's not really that bad, not that brutal on my account. Anyway, let's now analyze the USDCAD. Now, what's next with this pair? Actually, right now, guys, the USDCAD is actually right here at the bottom of the support at 1.31786. Now, what we can expect actually is a bounce back, actually a bounce or a pullback to happen. However, the USDCAD most likely is going to continue the fall toward this level of a support. Actually, of course, the lowest level of a support at 1.31175. This trend still seems to be bearish to me, and most likely we can trade actually after the market finish the pullback. Then where exactly is the pullback can occur? Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, based on the 4-hour time frame, if we look carefully right here, we're having here the lowest level of a real support exactly as 1.32177, and by scrolling to the left side. Now, what we need to do before I continue, after looking at this level of the bottom of the key support, what I want to do right now is looking at the left side to find a strong real level of a resistance. So let's keep scrolling to the left side, and sure enough, check this out. Right here we do have, of course, a real level of a resistance on the same level, which was also previously a support as well. So therefore, selling the USDCAD at 1.32177, in my opinion, is going to be actually the best choice. As we can see, even right here, it was also a real level of a resistance. So back to the time, we have to wait for this pair to rise to another 30 pips before we can continue selling it, targeting at least the lowest level of a real support, aiming not less than 100 pips of profit, hopefully, of course, and a safe zone that also shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a resistance right here at 1.32603, ranging for about 42 pips. Moving now to the USDCHF. USDCHF, guys, has actually been running in profit for I think for Tuesday. Yesterday it was running in almost 37 pips of profit before finally falls back all the way to the entry. So that means that the signal was about to be going well, but of course the bearish movement seems to be stronger, and right now we have to consider selling the USDCHF upon the of course the bearish breakout from this level of a previous key support. Now, those who have been following me for some time, they know very well, guys, I refuse to send signals right here on the lowest level of a support, because we don't know what will gonna happen. We cannot tell if the market is actually gonna make a bounce back right here upon the pressure from the key support, or if it's gonna make a bearish breakout from this level. Then we can sell the retest of the market. Now thankfully what happened is that the market has completely shown us that right here it has made a bearish breakout from this level of support, and it has already retested that level. Let's check it out. And as you can see right here, this was of course the bearish breakout movement from the support, and this right here of course was the retest of that level. And as you can see, the market is falling down. So that means that the market is actually keeping the downtrend, and as we can see, we're having here a very clear channel of a downtrend as well. So let's consider selling the USDCHF again exactly right here at this line where I have drawn it here, because this was of course number 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts of a real resistance. Meanwhile, in the middle we had here the fake breakout from that level. So in my opinion, the best level to sell the USDCHF will be right here at the same level of a real resistance as 0.85645, meaning we have to wait for the pair to rise to another 22 pips before we can start selling it. Now for the take profit level. Take profit level will be actually a little bit tricky, because we don't have actually any nearest support right here. So where exactly our take profit level? Check this out. Even the weekly chart, we cannot actually see a clear level of a support. Well, to find the answer, we will have to use of course the trend lines. Now how do we do that? By simply draw here a resistance trend line all the way just like this, confirming that we are having here a real level of a resistance trend line, and this was a real level of a resistance trend line, and in the middle we had this fake breakout. Now what you can do to confirm if your line is correct is simply just move it and just place it randomly on any level of a resistance trend line as well. Check this out. Now we can see that the same line works very well right here. This resistance trend line has been respected twice, then a fake breakout, a breakout, then it became a support, and again another resistance trend line. Keep it going. Place it anywhere you want. I'm just placing it randomly right here. As you can see, support trend line, support trend line, support trend line, became a resistance trend line, support trend line, support trend line, support trend line, support trend line, and so on. So that means that this trend line is actually being respected. So what you will do right now is simply place your support trend line all the way just like that. Check this out. So I placed it right here exactly on this level of support trend line. It has indeed been respected, and now most likely it will be respected again. So therefore our take profit level has got to be at somewhere right here exactly, just to be precise, exactly at 0.85209, targeting at least, we can be more than that I think, right? Let me just confirm. Most likely yes, we can actually target more than that. Not more than that, yes. Yeah, 76 pips only from this signal. Let me just move to the 4-hour time frame. We have to squeeze the chart a lot actually to be able to write it. And the safe zone that shouldn't also be ranging higher than the previous level of a support as 0.860544. So therefore our safe zone ranging for 40 pips against 76 pips of profit. Moving now to the NZDUSD. Alright, so NZDUSD guys also is not running well, unfortunately. It's right now ranging inside of the safe zone for about 24 pips. Unfortunately, this was also one signal that has failed, and of course we can no longer continue selling the NZDUSD. The bullish movement here is way stronger, and we will have to consider buying this pair. So just to make things short, if we look right now right here at this level of a broken resistance, exactly right here, we can confirm that this was of course a real level of a resistance, and on the left side it was also right here a strong level of a support. Even right here it was also a strong level of a support. So therefore waiting for the NZDUSD to make another pullback, and that level of the nearest support will most likely gonna be respected. Therefore we have to wait for this pair to fall to another 27 pips before we can start buying it. Moving to the 4-hour time frame just to confirm this, and as you can see my friends, sure enough right here we are having the support number 1 after breaking out from this level of a previous resistance. So therefore back to the daily chart, we will actually be targeting right here the highest level of a real resistance as 0.63796, targeting at least 78 pips profit from this signal. and a safe zone that also shouldn't be ranging lower than the previous level of a support as 0.62696. And of course, guys, the safe zone will be ranging for 34 pips. Now, the reason is I didn't go deep in this pair is actually it's very similar to the AUDUSD. The similarity between these two pairs is very strong, and I mean, if we analyze the AUDUSD, I find it actually a little bit of wasting my time to explain the same thing on the NZDUSD. So therefore, 0.63796 will be our take profit level. Let's now move finally to the gold. All right, now the gold, as you can see, guys, is actually also failing so far, but also we will consider selling this pair. I still believe that the gold will continue to fall. I mean, I want to delete the old signal so I can explain it to you. Just a second. So now what we can see right here is actually a rejection based on the 4-hour time frame to break out from this long-term resistance at 2069.08. Now, if we look at the left side also, if I keep scrolling to the left side, let me just show you 1 second. Let me just zoom out to show it to you. If we scroll to the left side right now, we can notice that this was also the rejected level where the gold has actually reversed from. Keep scrolling to the left side, and again, check this out. 2069 is really a strong level, guys, and the gold has always reversed whenever it has reached that level. So right now we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, we do have right here 2 candles reversing exactly from this level. So therefore, let me just bring back the old signal. 1 second. I think just like that. Yes, fantastic. So I think 1 second, guys, I need to edit this one. So let's just keep the same old signal. However, saying actually that the market most likely will reverse exactly at this is sell right here, and the new reversal. Oops, 1 second, guys, I got confused here. Even me got confused. The new sell will be as 2069.08. So we can actually expect from the market to make a few drawdowns against our direction, reaching this level of a resistance, and afterward it most likely will continue the fall toward our take profit levels. So gold analysis remains the same. I still believe that this gold signal will work, hopefully, of course, and it will continue the fall. And again, guys, there is absolutely nothing guaranteed in trading Forex. What I'm doing right here is just simply sharing with you my experience in this market and sending you my opinion. So it's your fully responsibility to follow these signals or not, and you are taking the full responsibility of any losses happening. If you are not preparing for the losses, then the fault is yours. You have to always consider that any signal that you are receiving, especially end of the year, is subjective to be a failure one. So of course, if you have entered any of my signals, consider of course the losses, guys, and consider that not every signal is gonna be a profitable one. So until then, guys, I will see you again in a live trading video, hopefully. And until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.